right after the accident, while we were in the hospital, the doctors came in and asked us if we wanted to donate James's organs. And right away, I said yes. No doubt about it, I said yes. And because I knew that that was exactly what James would have wanted, and there was just no reason not to.
Cut.
James was a great guy. He was the best older brother I've ever known of. I mean, I know a lot of my friends that have older brothers, and they're nothing like James was.
Cut.
So what happened to James?
Car wreck.
4 people died.
Was he driving?
No, a friend. They took a curve too fast and rolled.
James and 3 other kids were thrown out of the car.
Drinking, speeding, no seatbelts.
Yeah, but think of the people who got a new heart, kidneys, lungs, eyes because of James.
Yeah, but how many people do that? You know, donate their organs?
Not enough. Not even close.
Yeah, but maybe this will help change that. I mean, by making people aware.
Marker, scene 3.
Mike, do you believe in miracles?
We definitely know people who do,
People who have a second chance at life.
thanks to a medical miracle.
Yes, the miracle of organ and tissue transplantation.
Marker.
When I was 10 years old, I got a virus and it made me have heart trouble. Got to the point where I needed a heart transplant when I was 17 years old. I went back to high school, graduated with my friends, my class, like I should. For me, there was an organ donor. They gave me a second chance at life.
Action.
Rosie, listen, suppose your car quit working and you really, really needed a new one.
Brian gave me his Letterman's jacket.
Hey, I'm studying.
I'm just on my phone 74. I don't see what
Did you go yesterday?
Great.
But how do you know the people who really need a transplant will get it? I mean, if you're rich or famous, yeah, but what if you're just a regular person?
Kevin, regular people get transplants every day.
Yeah.
All that stuff about celebrities getting preferential treatment, it's not true.
What about Mickey Mantle?
What about Walter Payton?
They both waited just like everyone else. Unfortunately, Peyton didn't even get a transplant. He died before he could. So you see, it's not about who you are. It's about how sick you are and how fast the doctors can find an organ that's right for your body. They can't just give you the first liver that comes along. Got to be the right blood type, the right tissue type, the right size. It's a very fair process, and they don't play favorites.
Heed the name. Marker.
Rosie, listen, suppose your car quit working and you really needed a new one.
Like, really needed it to get to school or a part-time job?
Yeah, but the only cars that were available were the ones people had donated.
So you'd have to go on a waiting list, along with a whole bunch of other people who needed a car as well.
Yeah, well, how long would you have to wait?
You know, in the United States, the number of people waiting for organ transplants keeps going up. 70,000, 75,000.
But you know, with a shortage of donors, that means that every single day about 15 people die waiting.
You know, and every 13 minutes, another name gets added to the list.
Scene 8.
The night after we found out that Lisa had a tumor on her liver, only a couple of days after we found out she was pregnant, we called her parents and we said we have good news and we have bad news. Many of the doctors suggested that Lisa terminate the pregnancy, and it was something she didn't want to do. After Christina was born, the doctors came to me and told me that Lisa had less than 30 days to live.
And she knew that she had to have a liver transplant. She was able to have that transplant, and that enabled her to live for 4 years more.
Lisa's greatest wish was to live long enough so that Christina would remember her.
That's the important thing, is she had a chance to raise Christina.
After Lisa passed away, the Landry family and I wanted to do something to carry on her memory. We decided to form the Lisa Landry Children's Foundation, and because of Lisa's love for children, we decided to move in a direction of educating children about organ donation and transplantation.
It can make the difference of many, many lives.
Okay, guys, get ready to be amazed.
You have a title for the film.
I'm working on it. But anyways, I was checking a couple stats, and I came across something really interesting. Everyone that decides to become an organ donor has the potential to restore the health or save the lives of more than 50 different people and take 8 people off of the waiting list.
You know something, Jerome? You're awesome.
I know. But we've got to get more donors.
Hey, don't look at me.
Marker, scene 10.
Kirby and I, my daughter and I, have a disease called keratoconus. It's a disease in which the cornea grows into the wrong shape.
When I was 14, I was legally blind, couldn't see, and now that I have had this cornea transplant, I can see. That opened up my dream to become a vet. I really look at these transplants as a miracle because I went from a kid who couldn't see to a kid who could see and learn better.
About the music.
You like it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Where'd you get the idea for it?
It just came to me, like that.
And Ms. Gonzalez wants to know if you have a title for the film yet.
Oh, I'm working on it.
Okay.
So I was talking to this guy the other day, and he said if you donate your organs, it'll cost your family like all this money.
Who keeps making this stuff up? It's just not true.
It doesn't cost your family anything, Kevin. The medical community considers it a gift.
Marker, know the score.
Like what kind of job to look for, which college, smoke, don't smoke.
It's a good idea to know what's going on.
So you can make an informed decision.
There's lots of cool stuff about organ and tissue donation, like the websites hosted by the Lisa Landry Children's Foundation. Then follow the links from there. Marker.
And when I found out that I needed a kidney transplant, when my doctor told me, I was shocked. I was really stunned. If it wasn't for my brother Noel having the courage to donate his kidney to me, you could look at a guy right now who's on dialysis, on a waiting list, behind several thousand people. He was able to give me my life back, and that's a gift that you can never thank him enough for.
But what if you're in a tornado or something and you're really hurt and the doctors at the hospital don't try to save you because it's like they want your liver or heart or something like that? I mean, you see this stuff on TV.
But that isn't real. In real life, your doctors are your doctors, and they're gonna do everything they can to save your life.
Plus, organ donation isn't even an issue. It doesn't even come up unless, say, James's mom got to the hospital after the accident and the doctor said there was no brain activity. None.
James was dead.
And his family agreed to donate his organs. And after that happened, another doctor came in and did another brain test just to make absolutely sure.
Look, I know it can help a lot of people, but somebody you don't even know.
Marker, carry the card.
Most Americans say they support organ and tissue donation.
Not only support it, but many have actually signed their donor card.
So why the shortage of donors?
Well, because people don't sit down with their family and say, hey, this is what I want to do.
So even if you say yes to organ and tissue donation,
even if you carry the card, you still have to have that talk with your family.
you can have a donor card in your pocket. You can spell it out in your will.
Yeah, but in the end, the doctor can only go by what the family says.
There's no way anybody can be a donor without their family's consent.
Well, just make it easy on them and say, hey, this is what I want to do.
Marker, scene 18.
Clay had just finished his driver's education requirements. He was set to take his exam, and he said, they're going to ask us if we want to be an organ donor. And I said, what do you think you would like to do about that? And he said, I think I definitely would. But when he was tragically struck by lightning on the football field, that decision came full face to us. I hugged a healthy 16-year-old boy that morning to go to school. And when I hugged him again, he was hooked to life support. We donated tissue, we donated everything. Bones, organs, everything that was usable. We asked them to please do that.
All right. Guess what I did yesterday?
Got your license?
You signed your donor card.
Next week? No. I was asking my dad what he thought about organ donation, and he was like, what about it? Well, have you signed a donor card? He just shook his head and said, I don't have anything anyone would want. So I thought about Lisa, Kirby, and Sean. So I said to him, you know what, Dad? I think you might be wrong.
just hope that more young people will learn about donor awareness and be able to be a part of it, to catch the spirit of what it really means, and then pass it on. And then pass it on.
That's it. Pass it on.